everybody, and welcome to the Mind Catchers channel. We're going to do a very quick tutorial using our Reveal palette from Coastal Scents. I am truly loving the palette, been using it as an everyday palette. Okay, so I'm going to use that. Hopefully I'm in focus and you guys can see me very well. We're going to start off with our Milani eyeshadow primer. You guys know I've been using it a lot lately. And I want to give a shout out to my subscriber who told me I miss your talking videos. So I want to say to her I apologize because I try to film while the kids are away or asleep or busy in their room. And lately it's been kind of hectic trying to do the homeschooling and all that stuff and work things in. So I'm going to try to get my butt up early like it is right now and do some videos for you guys so I can talk. I want to talk to you. The next thing I'm going to do is apply my Pro Concealer. This one is in Toast. Just going to apply that all over the lid. Make sure my lid is nice and blank for the eyeshadows I'm going to apply. Even out everything up here so you can see all my colors. And for this tutorial, because I'm going to be filming a foundation tutorial, I'm trying out a new foundation and you guys don't want to miss it. It's going to be the Becca foundation. Normally what I'm doing now is I do my lids first, the top part, then I'll do my foundation and concealer, and then I'll finish up the bottom lash line. So that's what I'm going to do today. So in the middle I'm going to break, I'm going to do the foundation tutorial, then I'm going to come back to you guys and show you the bottom lash line. So don't look like, hey, she just put on makeup and she didn't show us. The foundation tutorial is going to be totally different because I'm reviewing a my transition area. I'm going to be using Oktoberfest, and that's by Coastal Scents as well. It's right there. And pardon my little dirty palette, I didn't have a chance to clean this off. So I'm just applying it right in there. You'll see that little orangey brown color pop up. And that's what our concealer was for. If it wasn't for that concealer evening out my skin tone up here, you possibly wouldn't see that on. I just decided to use a pinkier tone that's in the Reveal palette as my lid color. I'm going to go ahead over the Oktoberfest that I just put there in the transition, and I'm going to put a little bit of Fever Blush by MAC. So anything you might have that's close to that color right there. Just a little, I would say a little plummy, just a little tap of that to blend in with the Oktoberfest right here on the outer corner. For the lid color, I'm going to use this color right here. The brush I'm using for this is the Sigma E60, and I really love my Sigma brushes. This classic set, that's the set that I have, has been with me for over 3 years. I will tell you, Sigma brushes are the bomb. And the classic set, in my opinion, is all you need. There are some brushes that I love, but if I had to narrow it down to just one set and say, do I really need this? It would be the Sigma Classic. Now, every time I place a color, I always go around the color with the transition color or just a very light brush. Maybe I might not even put anything on the brush. I usually just go back around and blend things out. And that gives you that nice hazy blended look. You don't have to, you know, pack any more color up there unless you need it. If you feel like you're you need to define that color a little bit more. But right now I'm just going around the color that's on the lid so it doesn't just look like a little half circle. And for this I'm using a Delium Tools brush. This is a 776. It's very close to the MAC 217, which is another brush I love. And notice how I'm picking my brush up and using it on top of my eyeball. I have hooded eyes, so I've learned, you know, to flip my brush up and just rest it right on the eyeball, and that helps out finding the crease. So if you're looking for your crease, sometimes you could just pick your brush up and rest it on the top of your eyeball, and it'll help you out. Next, I'm going to use this deep brown here in the palette. It's not too deep, but I'm going to start working those darker colors into the crease area, the outer V. Okay, so we're starting to deepen and add some definition. You know, when people say definition in their videos, we're adding some of that, and we're putting it in the outer corner. And when I say the V, it's right here, V, right in there. Alright guys, so it's coming together. The last color I'm going to apply there on the outer corner will be this dark color here. This is a black. It's a pretty dark black too. I'm going to use that there in the outer corner. I don't think I used this black before, but it seems pretty dark. And the eyeshadows themselves are very good in this palette. I hear that a lot of people like the Reveal Palette 2 a lot better. I don't own it, so I can't speak on that. But I like this one. And we're just deepening as we go on. We're going from light to middle dark to dark dark, like that, just blending outwards towards the end of the eye. But remember, the key is blending. You just don't want to go color to color to color, because you can actually see that. Alright guys, so I might just go a little bit darker. But for most people, I think that's dark enough. I might just define it just a little bit more. But I think that's dark enough for most people. And for my brow bone, I'm going to use, let's see what we have here. For the brow bone, I think I'm going to use this fourth color right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here. I'm going to apply that very lightly. That's a matte shade. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so that's perfect. Just something to throw up there. And of course, like I said, after each eyeshadow, I usually go back, even if I don't put anything on this brush, I usually go back to the brush I use for my transition, and I just go back over it and blend things out. Blending is key. After each eyeshadow, go back. You don't have to put anything on it. Just go back and try to blend those colors together. If you take too much off, you can always apply more, but always blend. I've learned after each eyeshadow, and that way you know you have a pretty decent blended look, okay? It's not going to be perfect all the time. God knows I'm not, but we're all learning here. Alright guys, for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the NYC Liquid Liner. Super cheap, super good, super black. The only thing I will tell you about this is if you have hooded eyelids, that means like if you open up your eyes and basically your eyeshadow just disappears on you, be careful with it. Kind of keep your eyes looking down or closed until it completely dries, because if you don't, it will transfer. You'll get that little black spot up here somewhere. So give it a chance to dry. But other than that, for the price, I think it's like $1.99. It's very good. Okay, so that's one eye completed. Very, very small wing, not much. It's a pretty neutral look. Daytime appropriate, so we're gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna do the other eye, and then I'll be right back with you. Alrighty guys, for mascara, I'm gonna be using the Loreal Lashout Butterfly Mascara. And I've been using it for about 2 months now, and I'm loving it. Alright guys, so a lot has happened. Look, I have on a full face. So all of that will be below. Once the video is up, I will have the link to my full foundation routine using Becca Cosmetics, highlighters, everything will be down below. So let's finish up with our eyes. We're going to keep the bottom lash line very, very simple. I'm going to use this Rimmel London waterproof eye definer. This one is in the shade Nude. It's like a pinkier tone. Instead of using black in the waterline, I'm going to use that. And I don't want to smudge my makeup or mess up, so I'm using my little sponge. Next, I'm going to take my pencil brush, and this is from Sigma. This is the E30. I'm going to go back into that brown that was in the palette, 1, 2, 3, 4 down here at the bottom. I'm just going to run that along the lash line. Alright, in the very outer corner, I'm going to use the black that was in that palette and just apply it down here. For those of you who don't want it to get too, you know, dark or smoky, you can leave it just with a brown. Alright guys, so that just about does it. What I normally do is wait for my mascara to dry down there at the bottom, and I will go back underneath my lashes with my pencil brush and really blend things out seamlessly. But that is it. Really pleased with that look, very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to come right back to you once everything dries. Alright my friends, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to me on this early morning, but by the time you see this, it's probably not going to be early. But anyway, in the inner corner of my eye, I used this is another shade by Coastal Scents, a hot pot. It's called Wishy Washy. Just like a light silvery gray tone. Didn't use much of it, just put it right there in the inner corner. And that is it. And also, I didn't tell you guys before, but I doubled up on the lashes. So don't think these lashes came like that. I used like 2 sets of lashes. They were kind of knocking around. I said this will be my last wear, so I put them on together. So just glammed it up a little bit, but that's it. So anybody who's interested in seeing the Becca Cosmetics full foundation review and what I thought about it, and I'm also showing you a few of the other products in the video that I got from that line, please click the link right here and you guys will be taken directly to it. Also, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Dip Brow Pomade. I did do a review, a very quick review. Hopefully it's going to be quick. And I used it for my brows today. Okay, so I think they came out pretty nice. But if you'd like to see me use it, go ahead. I also use one of their brushes. And I'm going to show you guys that in the video as well. Okay, and that's it. So thumbs up for me talking. I talked in all of the videos that I filmed today, so thumbs up for that. Also, the little mind catchers have their first haul video up, so I want you guys to check that out. The link will be down below in the description box. Always check my description box. There's always some goodies down there, coupon codes, you know, like where I get certain things from. Maybe I mentioned in a video and I found it for a cheaper price. I'll put it down below, so you guys go ahead and check that out. And that's it. Cyber kisses, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.